start?
Hmm?
Did you start?
Hmm.
Oh. No, I just wanted to make sure so we didn't have the conversation.
Yeah, it's all right. Nazaya Wanganeen Miller.
Freak.
I've said it for.
Did you say it?
I've said it for a while.
We said on this podcast 3-4 weeks ago he could be the best player in the league.
well,
but
well,
now there's no doubt in my mind.
He is.
We've all highly rated him. I think everyone highly rates him. All we're saying is get him to Carlton.
How much would you pay him a year over what length of
Straight
contract
swap,
right
10K.
now? No. How much if you were to put a price on his head, length of contract per year dollar?
Oh, we're not going to go stupid.
Go.
I mean, you have to get him if you. It's all hypothetical.
He's 22 years
obviously.
old.
You can't
It's hypothetical, obviously, but like,
22
what are you
years
going to
old.
do?
Oh, last week you're saying pay Harley Reid $2 million over 10 years.
No,
So now do it.
Listen.
Yeah, so go.
It's going to go against everything that we've said where we're going, don't just spend everything on
Nah,
one player.
but there's certain players that you look at and you go, yeah, okay, 10K is not one of them. Naz is. Go.
I mean, if you're going to have to.
Just give me a number.
To be able to get a play, yeah, no, but you have to be able to
$2
explain
million.
yourself.
$2
You're going
million.
to have to pay $2 million.
You have to pay
Would you
$2
pay
million.
more?
You say $3 million.
I'm paying him $3 million over
That's
10
ridiculous.
years.
That's
Genuinely.
actually- you can't.
With the salary cap increasing, especially next year to $20 million, $3 million over 10 years, fuck it, easy franchise for the next 10 years. The guy might actually be, by the time it's said and done, the best player we ever see.
He's a freak. The comeback was unbelievable.
Hey,
I was actually on the edge of my seat.
I only watched the last 2 minutes of it, but then I went back and saw the score, and then I went back and saw Nasser's stats.
Jules didn't know that it was a 46-point comeback.
Oh, did
until
No,
he
I
got
knew,
here
I knew
tonight.
it was like 30-something because I saw the score where it was like 12 points to like 40-something. That was
What were
sort
you
of where
doing?
I was
Gardening,
Nah, I was
landscaping.
putting up stuff in the, what do you call it? What do you call the baby's bedroom? A nursery?
Nursery.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
was
you get the
putting
nursery
up-
going?
We're starting to do bits and pieces for that. Child education on Friday.
That's all. Hold on, it actually sounds like he's had an eventful weekend. So
Yeah,
It was clean. It was clinical. Like, we executed to perfection.
Now, I'd like to actually go into a few stats because, and I questioned Charlie about a month or so ago.
That is so frustrating as a fan. All you needed was an extra 2-3%.
On the podcast, you're a shit person. You're arrogant. You're obnoxious. I'm sick of it. And I reckon I've got 2 more episodes in me.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 164 of the Almost Blues Brothers podcast, part of Blue Broad Media Network and proudly powered in 2025 by
Mavros
Studios.
Hotham Street, number 8.
something like that.
What a place.
In Preston.
Called Jordan.
Mavros, Mavros Studios in Preston. As you can see here, it's beautiful if you want to start a podcast or...
Why is it called Mavros?
Never asked
I
him.
feel like as if we should know.
Is
Sounds-
it his? It's his company.
Yeah, sounds Greek, but he's not Greek.
Yeah.
He's not here. He
Unless
hasn't
it's on
been
his
here for a
mum's
couple of
side.
weeks.
No, he's not here tonight.
He'd be listening.
Sometimes in the comments. Also, proudly powered and partnered with and by 3099 Jerky. Head to 3099jerky.com. Get your delicious beef jerky there. I know a few listeners have actually bought some jerky this year, and they say it's
Have
unbelievable. They say it's unbelievable. And it is. We have it every week.
You know, I think I'm the only person that doesn't like jerky.
You don't eat jerky, though. That's different.
Yeah,
you
but
haven't even
every
tried
person
this
that's-
one.
Every person that's had it goes, it's unreal.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's a great snack. High in protein. St. David
And
Dairy. We can talk about zinc later if you
He's
want.
been on zinc tablets
For about
No
2 years.
way.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
if you
Jules,
want.
if you
Why?
see his concoction that he has.
I'll,
it's a
actually, I'll
joke.
tell you what I have as my subs. Anyway, St. David Dairy Cafe.
All right, Arnie.
St. David Dairy Cafe, Fitzroy North. Head down to Fitzroy North to their concept store there. Get your hands on some milk. Get
Still
your hands
haven't-
on some coffee
still
and
haven't- still
ice
haven't
cream.
been.
We will go. I say
We
it every
haven't
week.
Still haven't been.
Well, it's
there.
hard enough to nail Jules down for an hour a
School
week doing
holidays
this.
is the only
Let
window.
alone- like go down there
I
for
get to
ice
see him
cream.
on school holidays.
St.
you
David
don't.
Dairy, Fitzroy North, and also proudly powered by, partnered with Vortep.com, vortep.com.au. Head there. Almost Blues Brothers at the checkout. One word for 10% off. Get your Vortep gear. Now I got the sweat on. Dan's got the tech fleece. Jules got the tee. We've actually all got Vortep gear on tonight for the first
Yeah,
time.
he's
in about
actually
4
got
weeks.
another similar to this, another jumper released.
It's a hoodie. I've
No,
got
it's
it.
not.
Well,
No,
he has
it's
got-
another crew jumper like this, but a bit baggier. So if you like sort of more of a casual jumper, even more so.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
How
stuff
can you
there.
get it baggy them?
No, it's even
Then
baggier.
it
I put
really
it on the
is.
other day.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. It's oversized already.
Yeah, but he's got even baggier with that. You don't put it down.
What are you wearing? XXL these
I-
days.
me?
Nah, hey, he's lost weight.
Nah, but like what you tried on.
I
That's what I'm
tried on
talking
an
about.
XL, and it was what was it? I tried on I normally wear a 2XL in the hoodies. Yeah, I tried on an XL and it was big. Like massive.
LS asked, how did Dan go with that embroidery the other week?
I haven't followed it up, but I did take on your thing. I will contact him. Yeah, still not happy with mine.
Yeah. Paul, did you watch the St Kilda game? We just spent the first 2 minutes of this podcast talking about it. Yes, we did.
They don't see the intro.
No, apparently for some reason, some weeks people don't see the intro,
told
but
you.
Anyway, we did, and we just spoke about Nazaya Wanganeen-Mittler like he's our own, and maybe, I don't know.
We want him in a Carlton jersey.
There should be 18 teams interested in this bloke and paying him whatever you can pay him because he is unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
How calm did he stay for both those kicks?
Oh,
and the way he took as well. He
Forget about
didn't
the
try
kick.
and put the leather through it.
Who's taking a hanger like that
Yeah.
with 30 seconds to go in between two players? Like, he's unbelievable.
To me, he split the middle twice
Calm,
with
though.
2 kicks.
Didn't have to kick through it. Nothing. Just
He
fucking...
doesn't see pressure. Does not feel pressure whatsoever.
A few in the chat. Yes, Hulk Hogan. Did you guys see this? He passed.
Yeah,
Pass,
I know,
yeah.
It's a big part of a lot of people's childhood. So
Yeah.
we'll call it
It's
out
a
for
massive
what
part
it
of the
is.
show.
Well, yeah. I'm a wrestling fan. Oh, just because you're not. It's just pop culture. He was huge. 71 years old. Oh, and then also...
He's part of Rocky. Oh, settle down. Okay. No one knows what that is. It's a football podcast.
They're about
Okay,
to,
hold on.
They're about to know his name.
I'm gonna butt in here. Arsenal apparently, according to Joe and Jules now, because they signed this guy.
What did I say about it? I didn't say anything.
No, but
What?
settle down. Okay. Then when you come third again or
I
second,
I haven't said that we're going to win the league because we signed him. I said once we sign Eze in a fortnight's time, then we'll win
anyway,
the league.
go and do the
Agree?
podcast.
Eze,
It should be pretty
Gyökeres,
close.
Saka, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Rice, back four.
No worries.
Oh,
If
come on,
Arsenal
man.
playing on their own with no other opponents, it's fine.
All right, you'll see.
Go.
You'll see. All right.
Go join the podcast with the other bloke. Who's the other
Shut
soccer
up.
guy that makes it?
What's
his name?
Ari.
Ari.
Well, he used to. I don't think he's doing it anymore. Finish off. Nursery. Well, yeah, actually, Jules, eventful weekend this week. What'd you do?
Not much.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Just had the child education on Friday night. Learnt some things.
Is that your last class? That was 3
Last
weeks.
one.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've done how many? 3 or 4?
3.
So now you know everything.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Nah. So yeah, the last one was more about like sensors and like post, like Belen giving birth or giving birth in general. Yeah. So it was alright.
Do you have
It's
to
interesting.
massage her in the class?
Nah.
Yeah, mine you had to like
Nah.
understand what your partner's going to want.
That's your strong suit.
So you had to like massage her. I'm going like this.
Nah. Didn't do any of that.
I think he made the nursery.
Been doing things with the nursery.
What
putting
colour scheme did you
stickers
go?
up. Nothing, just white walls, like stuck with the walls being the same. But she wanted to put up like these. She wanted to put up like these stickers.
Okay.
I have to send you a photo. Actually, I could probably send you.
What are the
something now.
stickers?
I can show
Like
you.
Disney.
No, I can show you.
Disney princesses.
No, they're not. They're just like.
I think I had
They're
Disney
just
in
like.
the- in
to
like
be honest with you, they look
paper.
worse on photo, but they look better in person. But essentially, it's
Stars.
like that.
Oh,
Oh, okay. No, I understand.
Just
I've seen
like
that
to-
before. Yeah.
sensory.
I don't really know, but
They're just for everyone watching. They're like 3 stripes. They're like stripes.
yeah.
It's like
Well,
conspiracy.
some places
It's
have 2.
Adidas.
That's not the
It's
finished product.
Adidas.
That's not the finished product.
Conspiracy.
I had to.
We're just trying to fill time.
It's
because
been
we
10
haven't much
minutes.
to
We haven't
talk about
spoken
today.
footy at all.
Then I watched Billy Madison as well.
Billy
Oh,
Madison.
any
Bar.
good?
Sorry, Happy
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore? Hey, any good?
Do you know why I got mixed up? Because I think he's
It's
like
Happy
production.
Madison Productions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
It was all right.
No, it was alright.
I thought it was
pretty
okay.
funny. Yeah, it was alright.
It was never going to beat the first, but it could have been a lot worse. It didn't ruin the first one. That's what I
Shooter
was worried
McGavin's
about.
still in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in like a mental institution.
Yeah. It's
No
pretty
way.
funny.
Yeah.
It was funny, but you know what I didn't. Anyway, it's a bit of a spoiler, but the way that they do the other golf league that they go up against,
Far-fetched.
yeah, it's a bit much.
Mm.
They
They
could
don't,
just.
they don't have any leagues like that in pro golf, like in golf.
I think they were trying. You know what they were trying to do? They were trying to replicate like the
Live
PGA
golf.
Live rivalry, but they took it to like another level. It was a bit
Yeah,
weird. But anyway,
because in Spain, Gerard Piqué has like a football thing that he does. It's like there's like a different football league that he does. I forgot what it's called, but
Dan, or are you going to leave it for you? Not happy, Dan.
No, I can tell him what I did.
Okay.
I took Alessandro to the Wiggles.
Who's his favourite wiggle?
Blue.
And
He
who's
says
your
1,000 times blue.
and who's your favourite wiggle?
Blue. Lawrence is red.
I thought you were going to say what's
Is the red-
what's the one that sleeps?
Is the red one?
Jeff.
Is the red one
wake
still?
up, Jeff.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
you.
what's the favourite one?
Huh?
What's his Yeah, but what's his colour?
Purple.
Purple.
Purple. Yeah, thought so.
Is the red wiggle still Murray?
No, they've all
It's
changed.
all
there's,
changed,
like,
right?
there's like 3
Yeah.
Wiggles per
Is the
colour
blue
now.
one still Anthony?
Yeah, he's
the only
OG.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one's that one?
The blue wiggle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He just kicks it now on the guitar. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I was into it.
Yeah, so how many are part of the Wiggles now, though?
No, there's like 10 of them. There's not 4 Wiggles. There's like 10 Wiggles. So
They're
it's
very
like
inclusive.
such a- yeah, well. Yeah, they're just trying to diversify.
Yeah, no, we're not going into that. I mean, anyway, you can if you want.
Can I join them?
Listen, we've spoken for 11 minutes. There's no footy. If you want to go, let's make a Joe Rogan tonight. Let's just do that.
No, go. What about your weekend?
Clean
the house?
I did actually. Yes, I cleaned the house last night. No, Friday went to a comedy show with a friend, Mark Normand, who you would know from Joe Rogan podcasts.
You know.
Comedian.
Oh, yeah.
He was very funny. Saw him at the Palais. Thursday went to the footy. Today went to Brewdog with my sister and a few cousins. That was it. So
What you do yesterday?
yesterday, nothing. Yesterday,
I was going to say, I thought you said
kicked it.
Thursday went to the footy.
no, yesterday, me and Gab just went into Collingwood and walked around for a bit. So it's good. Anyway, yeah. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
You don't want to?
Well, you said it, not me.
No, I'm saying like.
Anyway, we'll talk about it after the show. We're not going to do it now.
What did I just
We're not going to do it now.
know.
Yeah, we're not going to do it now. Now,
You're
before we
going
go,
away
Before we go,
again.
no, I'm not.
Oh.
Well, no, that decision hasn't been made. But and you can raise your eyebrows, you can fucking roll your eyes, and that is very real. That's actually a live chance.
If you
still.
go away, we are doing it in this studio.
well, you'll be doing it without me then.
Yeah, we can do it with
I'm
Jamie.
going.
Yeah.
We can do it with
Reece.
Jamie. Yeah, but we'll do it with Jamie.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Before we talk about the
George,
game, because it's not really going to be too much. Well, actually, I've got a little bit to talk about the game, to be honest. But before we do,
I actually might get very upset about the game. to be
yeah, me
honest with
too.
you.
But let's. I just want to kick off by talking about Doc. 184 games.
84.
84. Most of those for the club. He was clearly his impact on football isn't just on field, but it's obviously been a lot off field. We don't have to go into that. It's been covered to death.
Yeah.
But a fantastic career for Doc. I wanted to start off by saying congratulations to him. Not that he'll probably listen to this or hear this, but I think he deserves a big congratulations on his career.
Very much
But also
so.
just on what he's achieved to this point and the impact that he's had on football, just through the way that he's been able to get through and the way he holds himself and all that. I think he's going to be very dearly missed. On this podcast this year, not just us, but across many fan podcasts and across the media, he's copped a bit of flack. And, you know, credit to him, rather than try to hold on to it. Clearly, based on what he said after the game and how he's spoken about it, he's been thinking about this for a little while, and I think he wanted to give it one last crack if we could have a run. Couldn't have a run, and that was it. So credit to him for knowing when to pull the plug. It was sad to see him go, but the more sad part was our fucking display
Couldn't live for him.
as a football club to actually show our appreciation for a
That's
player
the bit
like
that
that.
fucked me off the most about
Yeah.
the whole game.
Yeah.
Because there's something to actually play for.
Yeah, or at
Which
least
is his
some,
send-off.
like someone, at least.
That's a motivation in itself
Yeah. I don't
to
know.
play for Doherty's last game.
Clearly,
on.
it's not motivation though. Sorry, that they told
No,
us.
for anyone else.
No, but that's right. But it's not for them, and you can't tell me it is after that.
that first quarter was in
Can we-
particular,
just before-
disgusting.
Just before we discuss, I know we're going to go, to be honest with you, the whole podcast is predominantly going to be the first quarter.
It needs to be.
I would argue.
Because after
No,
that,
there's
we
nothing-
actually beat
but-
them.
No, but there's nothing to talk about.
Think about it. On the scoreboard, we actually beat them.
But just prior to that, Joe and I, we went to the game and we'll speak in regards to the crowd numbers.
Oh my god, seriously.
What was it in the end?
I don't
40.
even know.
It was 40,000.
40.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
40.
And it wasn't raining. It wasn't
it was
cold.
actually a nice day.
Great
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
And Hawthorn is still like up and about in terms of finals.
Are you
Obviously,
saying
us
their showing was poor?
both. I would say
We're
both.
saying even us. So I was, to be fair, like I did watch it on TV. I couldn't go. But I was actually shocked when I looked at the crowd to see there was no one there.
No one.
It was empty.
Yep. No one.
Yeah, it did shock me, to be honest.
I know, like, for example, we're talking about how players didn't necessarily rock up, but, like, I thought at least the fans would have rocked up as well. I'm not saying I'm disappointed or whatever. For me, it was more of a shock, I would say.
LS.
If it wasn't Doc's last game, would you have gone?
No.
Yeah, probably not. No,
Yeah.
probably not.
Right.
LS, $5 donation in the chat. Thank you very much, mate. This is easily the most pathetic and pea-hearted playing list this club has ever seen. The most unlikable list we've had in my 35 years as a supporter. Doesn't mince his words. I wouldn't have gone. No way.
Yeah.
No way. I only went and I only stayed because we were in it. We both said if it's 10 goals or 50 points at half time, I'm out. We kept it respectable after quarter time.
Close enough.
But, mate, I don't know how you can start a game. That lackluster, considering the build-up in the week for a champion of the club and a genuine clubman, heart and soul for as many years as what he's been. And you come out and get blown out in one quarter.
Do you know what doesn't make sense to me? And I was saying this to your dad, actually, because I went to pick up the salami
on Friday.
On Friday, and I was talking to Silva about it. And I go, what doesn't make sense for a professional footballer or a sports person is I'm the same speed as you. I'm the same strength, same everything. How can I get to the ball 20 metres or 10 metres earlier or before you do? Mm-hmm. How does that happen? And that's what you saw in the first quarter. They were getting to contests. They were making space. They were making options. And we were just jogging.
I'll tell you why.
We were actually just jogging.
Sam?
I watched the breakaway with Dylan Moore, Ginnivan, and there was another person, and we were literally not even joking.
Adam Sard was jogging.
Jogging. That was the moment. It was Sard.
He was chasing Watson.
Yes, correct.
Jogging.
Yeah.
That exact moment there.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Sam Mitchell gets asked about Harley Reid. I don't know if it was after the game or if it was just before or whatever. Gets asked about Harley Reid. Are you going to be able to, like, is he a player you're interested in? Would he fit into your midfield? And he was honest, and I'll paraphrase, but he basically said he doesn't fit our list profile in the midfield. We don't pay our players $2 million a year. We've got work, and this is a quote, workman-like mids. They're just guys that get the job done. That's it. They know what their role is. They know the effort they've got to apply. They know how to apply it, and they execute every week.
Yeah.
They're not there for flash.
With I mean, you can talk about personnel, but for me, in terms of my comments, it's still going to be on personnel. I feel like as if, and I said it, I think it was last pod or the pod prior, we don't have, for whatever reason, certain players that are or wanting to be disciplined enough in terms of what we stand for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this
that's
Friday,
the issue. That's the issue.
Thursday,
And
that was a collective, man. Collectively as a team, they weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
They were non-existent collectively. Not one person.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? And I think you had a discussion with my dad because I was speaking to him yesterday because I went by for a coffee quickly. To my parents' place. In terms of leadership, captaincy, what are your thoughts on the leadership team at the moment in terms of the way it's structured and potentially who's in it, and also potentially what the hierarchy is at the moment?
So I'd spoken
Would you
to your
stick?
dad.
Would you stick
I'd
with
said there
it?
needs
With
to be
it?
changes.
Yeah. So, and if there needs to be changes, what would you change it, or who would you change? In terms of going captaincy, vice captains, or who would you put outside leadership group into vice captains or captaincy and so forth?
Well, I think Cripps needs to move out of the captain's role now.
Okay.
Personally,
I'm with Pov.
Why?
I think you need to have. I think for now, what's happened is we've come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, realistically, we have. So I think as a result of how bad it's gotten.
Yeah, I'll continue, but I'll rephrase what I'll.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah.
I just think, and I'm not saying it's a rebuild, but I just think that where we've been taken now, I think Cripper to stand down, and I don't know who that person will be.
I've got an idea.
Weeders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason being is because I feel like as if on field, he's the one that will pull people aside or tell
He's vocal.
people
We've seen
and
it
be more
time and
vocal.
again.
You saw it with Charlie
You
last
saw it with
week.
Charlie last week and so on. For me, he's the one.
I think JSOS should be in there.
If he
I don't know,
stays.
but
Yeah.
I don't know what he's like from a leadership perspective. But I think he should.
Yeah, but what there's
Well, you don't
in
know.
terms of what leadership though?
No, but
like
you,
what kind of what
the
kind
only
of
thing
leadership
we
do you
can comment
value?
on. All I'm saying is, Jules, the only thing we can comment on realistically is what we see
Yeah,
in the game. But we don't know what type of person he is behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Is he pulling players aside to have conversations with the young kids? Is there that mentoring aspect as well? Because
Yeah.
you can't just judge a leader off performance.
yeah, but you can also but
You
there's,
can't.
there's different types of leaders. You've got the ones in terms of like they're more vocal.
Yeah.
You've got ones like obviously through action. Yeah, so vocal action in terms of like their attitude. They're probably the two types.
To get us out of our mindset, this mindset of this playing group, you have to have vocal leaders.
Correct.
You have to have leaders that are going to stamp authority. Plain and simple.
So my thought on that then is I actually don't think Cripps needs to relinquish the captaincy for us to be able to get that. I think the problem is that on our list, we don't have anyone that can do that because we've never brought in anyone from a winning culture that knows what high performance actually looks like and is not just held to that standard, but is vocally held to that
Well, what
standard
we're
and
saying-
publicly. So I agree that there needs to be a change. I don't think we're going to see Cripps relinquish the captaincy just yet. I don't think if you've got a dual Brownlow medalist on your list who's been a vice captain of Australian team and all that sort of stuff, he's clearly got the attributes. We were saying a year ago he was the best leader in the AFL,
Yeah.
right? So like, yeah, all right, he might be in a bit of a slump. I don't think you can strip that off him or ask him to relinquish it just yet. Weeders is probably next in line if you're talking about a captain, but a leadership group overall, I think the
I
problem
don't think
that
you're
we've got-
disrespecting him by taking
I
away
don't think
the
it's
captaincy.
disrespecting him either.
You don't get emotional with
I
things
don't think
like
it's
that.
disrespecting him either, but I also don't think that he would want to relinquish that just yet.
Whether
is
he
my
wants
point.
to or whether he doesn't, I don't think it's his decision.
Well, at the end of the day, I think the way they vote on it, they vote on it as a club at the start of the season, essentially, right? So they're going to. This is my
Yeah,
understanding of it.
but
right?
I
They get
don't. I don't
excluded.
think it should be a popularity contest.
No,
either.
no. I agree with that.
So, and what I mean by that is, I just feel like as if you've got certain types of leaders who aren't willing potentially to go have a hard maybe conversation with certain players because of who they are,
or even coaches.
or even coaches.
But this is where.
I'm looking at
or
that.
even-
So,
as
but
well.
this is where I look at it and go, who can we bring in?
I don't
And
think
I'm
you
saying-
need to. You got Weeders there.
So my point is,
The guy's hungry. The guy in a
Yeah.
loss last week abused
but
Charlie.
you can make him captain, right? Who's standing next to him on our current list that you're going to have the confidence in to be able to give the same instruction that he does and the same feedback that he does? There's no one.
Well, you can argue that's right.
There's
yeah.
no one. So my point is, I don't think it starts with who's captain next year. It starts with who are we bringing in, right? That is seriously going to hold the players to account within the playing group because we've got no one at the moment that does it outside of Wiedering, from what we could see.
well, it's pretty easy.
I
just
would be
think-
bringing in a leader from whether they're on their way out or whether they've been as part of a winning culture and they're in that sub bracket of players that sit between just in a top 10 or just outside the top 10 of a list that has been successful. You bring them in, you make them part of the leadership group.
I
day
just
one.
think it's all too nice at the moment. It's all too nice.
It
The
is.
environment.
Yeah,
just
and
seems-
that's why it
that's
needs
the
to change.
problem.
But you
That's
saw
why-
it.
and that's why if you have a change in leadership, it creates a different dynamic because it is all too nice at the
And
moment.
it needs to be more robust.
Tell
and
me-
it's
no, it
not.
has to be more cutthroat.
Tell me
Yeah, but
you
robust.
saw
Everything needs to be
It
cutthroat.
needs to be,
Yeah.
People need to be questioning.
Tell
there needs
me-
to be more
Accountability
answers.
along every line. Leadership, players, coaches, everything. There needs to be more accountability on the shit that we saw in that first quarter.
Tell me you saw Hawthorn clearly go after Doherty. They went after him. And that wasn't like there was nothing malicious in it. But they'll make sure they were giving him a few little bumps. Whenever he had the ball, they made it hard for him. They didn't give a fuck that he was retiring. They didn't care. They were hungry. They're playing for top 4, right? Relentless. Regardless of what they did to Doherty, not once did I see our players remonstrate and
didn't.
come in there and try and really ruffle some feathers
I
and
know.
go, nah, get off our man. They're not united. They don't care. They clearly don't have a level. They don't have the level of care for each other that is required to succeed in an elite sporting environment. Hawthorn have got it. Collingwood have got it. Adelaide have got it. Brisbane have got it. The Suns have got it all of a sudden.
The other reason why
They play for each other.
The other reason why I don't want to go on too much because, like I said, you don't get emotional about me and Jules saying that we want Weed as captain.
No.
I don't. It's not about
No,
that.
but I'm not
The
getting
only thing
emotional about it.
the only thing I am saying to it as well is that, we're saying the head accountability for the players is the captain. In my eyes.
Say it again.
Traditionally, yes.
That's the way I look at it.
Say it again.
If the playing group isn't succeeding, for me, the accountability on that is the captain.
Yeah,
We're not putting the accountability on the coach, on Voss.
There would be some accountability
I'm not
on
saying
him, though.
completely, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that there has to be on the captain. Who else are you going to point the fingers at?
Yeah, well, it's not just the captain. You got the leadership group there too, and you also got other leaders within the group. Like Newman would be a leader. Doherty still would have had some part.
See,
in terms
Newman's
of it as
one
well.
that I'd have in the leadership group.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. And I feel like as if we've gone to Cripps, because dual Brownlow medalists, we've gone to Wiedering, we've gone to Walsh, and we've gone to Charlie because
Accolades.
yeah.
Well,
And
Walsh is the
rather
up and
than-
comer as like he's always had leadership attributes
yeah,
about
yeah.
him and qualities, right? I think the way they tried to structure it is they wanted a leader on every line of the field.
Yeah.
When you look at it. Yeah, so there's always a voice. There's a voice in the forward line that people are going to listen to. There's voices in the midfield people are going to listen to in that unit, and there's a voice in the back line that people can gravitate towards. The problem is Charlie's out there laughing with opposition. He did it again. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it. He's laughing when we're 5 goals, 6 goals down with opposition fullbacks. And he's not vocal enough where he's actually holding the players around him to account. Cripps, for whatever reason at the moment, he just doesn't look like he's as ruthless as what he was as a leader, and he's not. He's in a bit of a slump.
I think he's banged up.
I think he's banged
reason.
up this year,
Yeah.
right? And this is why I'm saying I don't think we should jump to a conclusion that he's not going to be captain next year just yet. Walsh is barely out there. He can't
We're
play.
just raising it as a point of discussion do you want to change?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not necessarily in the captaincy, but the leadership group's got to change. The makeup of that's got to change. I think it's as simple as Cripps, Wiedering, Newman right now. That's it. And if you can bring someone in that's shown that they've got leadership qualities and they've proven it at a team that's from a winning culture and environment, you put them straight in to go. We're not fucking around.
Is there anyone of mind?
No,
That you
I've got
would
no
say?
one. No, because who are we going to attract at the moment? From what teams? Like a Luke Parker at North Melbourne, right? That's what we should have done 2 years ago. Isaac Smith, that was the one we should have gone after as unrestricted.
What about if you got Petrarca?
Yeah, not for me.
Could be Petrarca.
No, not for me.
No, I'm just saying, like, if that is he,
He's a
is
Norm
he the
Smith-
person
Norm
that
Smith
you're
medalist premiership
is that,
player.
But does that
Yeah,
stack
but you're
it for
going
you?
up accolades rather than actual leadership. It's
This is what I'm
different.
trying to say. This is what I said to
this
you
is what I'm
before.
saying.
You
It's
can't
not-
just go by performance on
Yeah.
field or achievements, as Jules said, with Coleman's and this and that.
What I don't
is
wanna
the
see-
Petrarca a name for you? Is he a name that if he comes to Carlton, you'll go and put him in? I know your opinion. I'm asking
You know what?
him.
Not so much Petrarca. Jack Viney. That's one.
Yeah, that'd be one.
Jack Viney.
Yeah,
That's the player.
That'd be one.
Right.
Right.
So that not him specifically, but that
Yeah.
type of player.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's people in the chat saying Ollie and Lockie Cowan throwing these names up. I'm done with that.
What did they say?
These kids don't need to be in a leadership group. just
No,
yet.
no.
Oh, to say to put that.
Fuck
no.
that.
No,
No.
don't put
No.
that. No,
Too
don't
much
put
pressure.
that on them.
There's too
I
much
agree.
pressure. There's only
We've butchered players. We've butchered players for doing that.
there is a very, very finite amount of players that should be part of a leadership group that are under the age of 26. And Nick Dacos is one, Nazaya Wanganeen-Miller is another.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
They're the only two. Is it not true? You're going to put Harley Reid in a leadership group just because
no
you've got
chance.
talent?
But you know the
Not
thing
a
is,
chance.
like, I know we're going a bit off topic in regards to those two players, but look where they were playing and look how long they played in a certain position without any real changes
Who you talking
until
about?
they actually solidified themselves. I'm talking about Nas and Nick Dacos.
Yeah, they
like
played
they
off a
played
halfback.
halfback flank for
Yeah,
how
that's
long?
right. Yeah.
For
We
a
put
year,
Walsh
2
straight
years,
into the
3
middle.
years. You know, before they actually solidified themselves and, you know, were a bit more mature. I mean, they're still obviously young, but, you know, they're able to buy their time.
So I really don't know how much more we need to break it down from the game, to be honest. The other thing I want to point out is if you watch, I'll show you this footage after I showed Jules before, and we had a discussion on this, but I don't know. I know what Jules' thoughts are on this, but if you look at the St Kilda Melbourne game, the last 10 seconds, right? Oh, you watched it.
I watched it.
Before they got that, when they got that 6-6-6 free kick, right? There's footage of
How can
Marshall.
How can
I know, Melbourne
allow,
are just.
allow that?
Yeah, I know.
There's footage of Marshall in the middle and Nazaya. They had a chat. just the two of them had a very quick chat, and it looks like what they said was, or Marshall
We're
said to
going
him,
for ya.
get into space, I'm going to fucking hit you.
Yeah,
I'm not going
that's
to bomb
right.
it long, I'm going to hit you in space. So
Yeah.
just get to space as quickly as possible once I get this ball in my hand. Executed. I'm going to ask you, is that a coaching directive, or is that the fucking players,
players.
standing up in a moment and
Of course it
going,
is.
I got to use my brain here, what can we do?
Players.
Because it didn't look like Ross Lyon was directed from the
Yeah,
box.
no.
Yeah,
But
but-
I'll tell you right now. That comeback was driven by the players.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was
you
no
can't coach
coaching.
that.
When you're 46 points, was it 46?
46 points.
46
So
down.
it's 52 points
When you're
turnaround.
46 points down and you come back like
Yeah.
that is 100%
what-
players.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
here.
Agree
But-
100%.
Yeah, but what you got to understand too is, and this is where I have a bit of a different perspective on it, is yes, 100% in that moment, it is player driven, and obviously the quarter is player driven in terms of the attitude and application. But there's an element of training in different situations to make sure players think outside the box.
Yes.
To be able to be like, you know what, we're in a moment here. What can we do?
But all I'm saying
and,
is-
and that's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but you have lost as a coach if you're 46 points down at three-quarter time.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit what anyone says.
You've given up. Yeah.
That's right.
It's like being 6-0 down at half time.
They dug,
Yeah.
they dug somewhere deep, something ridiculous today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could see it because there's footage of Ross in the box. He's just sitting
He's
there laughing.
laughing.
He's
Yeah,
laughing,
he's
going,
laughing.
what am I watching here?
Both those goals at the end, he's laughing
He's
in
laughing.
the box.
He had no idea. You know what? He would have seen it start to unfold and he would have gone, hands off. Let him just play. Let him play.
You mentioned that there's nothing really to talk about. Can we talk about Harry O'Farrell?
No, we'll talk about some kids.
Yeah.
Even- there's a couple of kids I want
We're
to talk
loving.
about.
We're just loving the kids at the moment because that's what we actually said this 3 weeks ago that we're going to base these podcasts. Sorry, I touched your bicep. We're going to base this podcast on the kids.
Yeah.
He and I was speaking to your dad about it because your dad loves him because
Yeah, he
of
does.
how aggressive he is in attacking the footy
In the air in
in
particular.
the air. In the air. No, but even at ground level.
At ground level too, but in the
He-
air, he's impressive in the air.
There was a moment near the boundary where he went for the ball like an absolute bull. I don't know if you remember, it was on the wing. Yeah.
But even the spoil.
Even the
Center-
sport. Yeah,
center
yeah,
of the
that's
ground.
right. Yeah. So he had what, 13 marks for the game, I'm pretty sure.
He did 13 marks.
yeah,
19
13 marks.
disposals. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 marks, 9 disposals. Yeah, he was good. He was really good.
He was very good. Will White had
2
probably his
goals.
best game for the club as well.
I agree with that.
23 pressure acts, kicked a couple of goals. I thought his intensity and his tenacity around the footy when ball hit the deck was as good as we've seen from him. And if all our small forwards work that hard every week, would be a much better outfit. I don't know. The thing that is just frustrating me, that really frustrated me on Thursday, I've given the forward line and the forward half and out with Harry being out of the
I
side.
knew you were going to talk
right?
about that today. Yeah.
I don't know how many fucking times, okay, we're coming out of D50. It's fine. I don't mind bombing to a wing when you've got the keys and the tools that we've got that can take a mark down the line. I actually don't mind it. But
If they want to take a mark.
No. But
they
I'm
fucking
sorry.
try.
It's not even about that. It's not even about that. I'm sorry.
bit.
That's one part of it. The second part of it is, why are Charlie and Harry on the same wing in the same contest?
bad.
Because we take a mark or we win a free kick, who are they kicking to inside 50?
Bad.
What's going on? Use your brain.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like as if we've got some very selfish footballers at the moment.
Oh, my God,
not,
man.
Not naming names.
But not only that.
I don't think you have
not
to.
Not only that.
Seriously, I don't think you have to.
And it's moments like this as well. And this can't happen if you want to be taken seriously as a player. Jesse Motlop in your D50 trying to take on 2
Yeah.
gets done for holding the ball. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? And I know it's a sensitive topic for you too because you're still sticking fat with him.
What?
Yeah, he's like Motlop. But
all right.
I'm sorry. Hey, what are you doing? It's
I don't
moments
know.
like
I
that.
think is the-
Now with the forwards though, I still will stick fat with Jordan Russell being responsible for how bad that is down
It's
there.
bad. I'm sorry. It is piss
I know
poor.
you're saying about. I know that you have a strong.
No, no,
You can't say hate.
no.
He's got a strong opinion
but you know what
on-
the thing
opinion
is,
on
though?
Charlie.
At the
Do you know
moment,
what? Do you know what? I do put a lot of
On Russell.
on Russell
Yeah.
because you know why? He can't control them.
Yep.
Yeah, correct.
Bang.
That's the reason why.
Yeah, Jules.
You can have it's true. Honestly,
I agree with
go
you.
look for
Said
example.
15
you
podcasts
have a
on
look
it.
at you have a look at it like Real Madrid in terms of soccer. Okay, in terms of their playing days over the last 20, 25 years, you can see which managers were able to handle players with ego. Yeah, and have a look at when they were at their best in terms of winning trophies.
Agree.
You got your Zidanes, you've got your Ancelottis, probably them two.
The other thing,
Forget about football.
You know?
No. Look at the AFL. Look at the AFL. Look at Hawthorn. You want to talk about egos? They had Buddy Franklin. They had Paul Puopolo. They had Cyril Rioli. And they had, who was the other small forward there at the time? Was it Bruce?
yeah, it would have been.
Yeah,
Was
Bruce.
there another one that I'm forgetting?
Probably Bruce.
Might have been Bruce. But they had a forward line full of, if you want, well, they could have been as egotistical as what they wanted to be. They were superstars, right? They were controlled. They were under a system and they were in an environment where they understood that it wasn't about them
Just on
individually. Do you agree or not?
that. Yeah, just
It
on
does
that.
look like you agree.
I do.
I half agree. You know why? Because on the Russell podcast that I listened to, you didn't finish it, did you?
No.
You didn't at all.
No.
He actually said instead of going to a team talk game day, they would just go to a cafe, catch up, and just have a chat, and
that's
wouldn't even
fine.
talk about football.
No, but that's fine.
Like they wouldn't have. But
They wouldn't have it on their mind in terms
nah,
of that
because
type of
No,
stuff.
but
they
that's
already
fine.
They were
knew.
doing.
They already knew what they were so
expectation.
in control in terms of expectation and working for each other.
so you agree then?
But yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
But to the point where they were so calm about it,
That's right.
that they already knew
That's
what
right.
they were going to
That's right.
to do in terms of system,
It
and they
doesn't
didn't
have to-
change.
it-
They
like,
didn't
that-
change
they didn't
anything
have,
for
that's right.
opposition.
They didn't have to have those discussions week to week to go
Nah.
pull your head in. And if they did, it was done in a flash.
Yeah.
Quick, smart. That's it. Sam Mitchell's doing the same thing at Hawthorn at the moment. You can see it. He's come from that mold. He literally came from that culture, and he's instilling the same beliefs and the same expectations on this playing group that was instilled on him by Clarkson.
works.
It works. Of course it works.
It's common sense.
Of course
Seriously,
it
it
works.
actually is.
Yeah.
Adelaide, they're another one.
This is the other reason why the leadership group needs to change is because you can't have one of your leaders having one touch and a half of football. Yeah. So
And you know what?
Say
No,
what you
but
want.
Can I say
It's not
something?
like as if it has happened just in one game. Like in terms of like zero influence, it's happened for the last.
Yeah,
How
I
long has it
know.
happened for? It's happened
I
for
know,
ages.
but how obvious is like for everyone now?
Yeah,
Oh, go. That's weird.
but people
We-
in the chat are going to get upset.
Well, you and I give Jules, he cops a lot of flack on this podcast for just who he is, really.
yeah.
But I'm going to say right now, I'm going to stick up for him big time. Last week, after a win, and he's been consistent and he's been on this for a long, long time. Last week after a win, he stood by his guns, right? And he said very clearly, I expect more from Charlie
Yeah,
Curnow.
it's
He
true.
kicked 3 goals, probably his best game for the year so far, but it's not good enough. People in the chat last week, they didn't like it. Not like it yet in the comment section either after the show. But I'm going to say right now, you're right. You're 100% right. Because that's not, like, if you're a leader of the football club, last week, like you both said, that's barely a pass mark. So what's this week then? Are we just going to go week to week and go, yeah, no, you're good this week, so you're all right, and then next week, oh, well, fuck you, this and that, and then jump back on the bandwagon next week if we win a
No,
game?
but what happens is people are too forgiving.
That's right.
They'll go, he kicked 2.
Yeah,
Way
yeah,
too
definitely.
forgiving.
Yeah, kicked 2.
Way too forgiving. And I'm sorry, it's time.
And I'll say it
He
again.
actually was non-existent
I'll
in
say-
our run. In the actual like the patch we were playing, we were actually starting to come back.
Nothing.
He was non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say it and I'll say
what
it
does that
again.
tell ya?
I can't remember the last time he kicked 5 goals.
Or 6, yeah, 5,
Yeah.
6, and tore a game open.
I can't remember. I literally can't remember.
So, and it's not having pot shots just at Charlie. Charlie at the moment is probably just symbolic or emblematic of the bigger problem where there are too many of our leaders, whether
Fev.
they're in the leadership group or not, but
Fev still kicked the bags.
but the players that you look to as leaders on game day,
Or no.
And we
Yeah,
saw
he did.
wooden spoons with him.
he's just symbolic of the bigger problem where these types of players on our list, they're not performing at
chased
the
and
moment.
tackled, apparently.
Yeah, well,
Yes or no?
No, apparently he did.
Yeah.
we saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well,
It's just,
we saw it firsthand.
anyway, I want to stick up for Jules because he copped it last week, but unfairly.
I
in
didn't
my
say he
opinion.
got.
I'm a big man. I can stick up for myself.
Copped it unfairly. And I don't know, if you're still tuning into this podcast and expecting positivity from us, you're not going to get it. I don't care if we beat Freo on Sunday by 100 points. You won't get it.
Mate, it's, to be honest with you,
It's not being
if-
negative. It's being realistic.
Yeah.
the
It's
thing
being
is,
realistic at
you
where
can,
you're at.
You can go through probably every single game or all the winners list in every single game, and I can almost guarantee you their better players would be in the top 5, top 10 players in every single game that they win.
Isaac Heaney does it every week for Sydney.
Yeah.
When
Do
they
you know what I
meet
mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when Cripps is non-existent, when Wiedering has played a game, but you probably wouldn't be in the 5, 10 best players in the game on Thursday night. When Charlie isn't, obviously Walsh and Harry isn't either.
Well, our most,
he's not there.
our most consistent
Walsh,
performer,
so-
Hewitt,
Yeah.
is probably the only player to have been up there for
Yeah,
majority
he's one
of
I
the
would
game.
Yeah,
look
he's
to.
You can't
dropped.
say
He's
no.
dropped.
To be honest,
dropped
he's
it.
actually probably one I put in the leadership group. He's actually that Jack Viney type that we got from Sydney.
I don't know.
Why would you not? He performs week in, week out.
I told you it's not just on performance.
Well, well,
Because then you get a Charlie scenario.
true. Well, no, I don't think.
But I'm
George
not saying for
Charlie.
Hewitt, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
Well,
of course.
not a question, but it's more of a statement. How Sicily and Darcy Moore are as leaders.
What do you mean?
What do you think about their leadership? I know it's a bit like we're talking about leadership. That's probably the topic. What do you think about them as leaders?
So Darcy Moore, I don't think much of as a leader himself.
No, I think Pendles is the guy.
I think
I think Pendlebury.
Yeah, I would say so.
Pendlebury
This goes back to what we were talking about before.
He's the guy that sets the tone at the club.
This is what we we're going back to
Yeah.
before.
Tell you right
Darcy
now.
Moore.
No, the club.
Darcy.
yeah.
Do you agree that Darcy Moore is surrounded by the right type of people in his leadership group
Um,
and in his football club to be able to succeed as a leader?
yeah, because I think even Nick Dacos, in terms of standards
Correct.
that he has,
That's right.
I think
exactly
you can
right.
see it.
Exactly. Or a Still Sidebottom or a Pendlebury or whoever it may be, right? Who's Cripps got in that ilk? No one.
I mean,
I think individually, Cripps probably objectively is a better leader than what Darcy Moore is.
yeah, I would
But
say so
Darcy
as
Moore's
well.
got a better structure,
But the
a better,
thing is,
a better
though, it's-
environment, better support around him that he's been able to grow and succeed in that role.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, and I think probably Paysan's trying to say this as well, in terms of what kind of leader do we need? Is that
said
is
it before.
so is Cripps the
need-
kind of leader with and that's what exactly that's what you did say before. Is that the type of leader that we actually need, or is it someone that's a little bit more vocal and little bit more demanding?
Yeah, well,
I would
it's-
say
like
This
more
club,
demanding.
Sam Mitchell, you talk about Hawthorn, that's the type of leader we need at this
agree.
club. No, as a player.
As a
How he
player,
was
I
as
agree.
a player,
I agree.
Sam Mitchell is
I
that
would,
type.
I would say even as a coach, and I reckon Voss does have it. I just think he's protected a little bit, and sorry, not protected. I would say he's a little bit more.
Subdued.
Yeah, and the reason being is because I think the club
I
wants
blame
him to
the
be
club
like
on
that,
that,
and I
yeah.
blame the club.
I blame the club for everyone that walks through those doors.
You need a
and the way they turn
system.
out.
You need a system where it's like these are the barriers, okay, but anywhere in between that, the players and coaching staff need the freedom to be able to model and show themselves.
How much freedom do you think anyone at the Carlton Football Club has right now
None.
to do what they believe they need to do to help the club succeed?
Well, that's a different question, but I reckon Charlie thinks he has a lot of freedom.
No, but no.
No, but you the second part of your question,
Yeah,
in
no,
terms
that's not
of,
what I'm saying.
in
I'm
terms
talking
of
about-
helping the club,
That's right. Putting your own mark on the club.
I don't think so.
I don't think there's
Yeah, and
anything there.
that's the issue.
I think we're stifled.
That's the issue.
We're stifled as a football
Yeah,
club
that's
for
the
anyone
issue.
that walks through those doors. And I'll tell you now, anyone that thinks Graham Wright is going to be this messiah that fixes it, Greg Swan couldn't succeed coming from successful football clubs. Brian Cook, did he succeed? We've gone backwards in his last year at the club, and really even in his third year at the club last year, right? Just prior to that. Helped us to a prelim, whatever, but really outside of that 1 year did fuck all. So he couldn't even succeed. What makes you think Graham Wright's going to walk in, he's just going to be Graham Wright? This is the part that I'm now struggling with to go, I don't even know if I can trust that Graham Wright is going to be able to do the job that he needs to do to get us on the right track.
Well, I don't know if
You'll know in the off-season.
I don't know if it's trusting him though.
No, it's not him.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be given the license to do what he needs to do freely. Based on what the last three types of administration
I'll tell you
have shown.
something, Joe. I actually disagree because I think
You're getting him in for
as
a
a
reason.
person, he wouldn't be coming on board if he couldn't.
I hope
I'll tell you
he
right now.
does.
So
Yeah.
if he wasn't allowed to run Carlton Football Club how he saw fit and make the changes that he saw, because he had to answer to this and this,
That, yeah.
he wouldn't be coming to Carlton Football Club.
Question: do you think the
No, that's right.
the innuendo. Innuendo. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of is that a word?
Sexual. You were thinking it.
I don't even know if this actual word relates to what I'm going to be saying, but in terms of Harry, Charlie, Walsh, and other players potentially being like thrown about in terms of traits.
Hold on. Are you good?
Fuck, mate, where's the maturity?
Are you good? Because I
expecting to
knew
say it.
I knew you were thinking it. I had to do it. Go,
Because
go.
you had to cut him off. The thing I'm laughing at is actually on a roll, and you cut him off. Go.
Yeah. Did you get the question?
No, go again.
So what I'm trying
It's
to say
actually good
is,
because I think it's going where I wanted to go after this anyway.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, do you reckon the reason why all these potential players being traded, and I feel like as if we are going to lose one, maybe two. Like TDK's gone, but I reckon there's going to be like another one at least.
Definitely.
Okay. Like in terms of not a big fish, but a reasonably big fish. Do you reckon it's already started, and not because Graham Wright's there because of the media and they think he's going to do it? Or do you think there's actually movements by management in terms of club,
course.
player managers, other clubs, knowing that there's talks that players are going to
Of
go?
course.
I'll tell you now. I'm not the biggest Tom Morris fan, but if there's one thing the journalists don't do, they don't run with a story, okay, unless they are absolutely certain. And in particular, if it's a story like what he broke with Charlie during the week, right? Now, I understand Charlie came out after the game and said what he said about, I'll be here next year. I'm a Carlton person. I haven't had discussions with the club, this and that. I'm sorry. Either Tom Morris is the worst journalist on the planet. He should lose his job tomorrow. Or where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm leaning towards the latter still. Do not be surprised if it's going to happen if we see more talk around Charlie. He's one. Jack Silvani, I'm telling you now, I didn't think it would happen. But considering where we're at as a football club, considering this is his last contract he's probably going to sign as a player, and considering what
I
Collingwood
can't fathom it.
Considering what Collingwood
I'm
are
telling you
offering
right
him
now,
as
I
an unrestricted free agent, do not count out him leaving the football club at the end of the year.
If he does, that is the biggest failure from Carlton Football Club.
Bro, I'm telling you,
around.
everyone
That
needs to
the
brace.
Silvani
I
name,
can't see
the
him
Silvani
going.
name can't, and I think the
Yeah.
club
The other
club
thing
has
is,
to
though,
keep his.
is it-
Everyone
is it more-
needs
is
to
it-
brace themselves for some
You have
shit
to
that's
keep
going to go down
Silvani.
in this offseason.
You have to
Is
keep
it- is it-
Silvani.
is it-
That's not an option. It's
Yeah.
not an
Is
option
it-
for him to go to Collingwood.
Yeah. Is it disrespectful for him to leave and go to Collingwood, or is it disrespectful for us to allow him to go to Collingwood?
It's disrespectful for us to allow him to go.
Yeah.
If he goes, I'm not blaming him. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm blaming
that- yeah.
the club. I'm
Okay.
saying as Carlton Football Club, you cannot allow that to
Yeah.
happen.
Because what are Collingwood offering? 4 years on what? 700, 800? What is it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I think our
And
offer's like
se-
500,
I
600.
can't believe.
Yeah.
I
And
can't
7, 8,
believe that
and
it's
se-
actually
and
that it's
7,
actually being
800
published.
now is probably like, well, not now, but in the next couple of years, is probably like mid-range.
Jules,
Or average for a football. I'd be like 700. So why can't we just go and offer 700 for 4 years at least?
pay him six, and put him in the leadership group,
Yeah.
and you keep him,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I'm telling you, brace yourself this off-season because I'm telling you now, and I would start to right now distance yourself from getting too attached to any player on this list.
Yeah.
I'm not,
I actually think
but
there's
Silvani
I actually
has to
think,
stay.
I actually think there's going to be more player movement than coaches.
I think what
This it has to be.
Yeah.
I think what we're looking at is we've got some decent youngsters on the list, O'Farrell and all those
Two
types that
assistant
we've seen.
coaches have to go.
Yeah,
and
minimum.
we've got Harry Dean and Cody Walker coming through in the next 2 years, with Jagger Smith also still yet
We've
to play
also
a
got
game.
the development players.
And
academy
players,
Tyson
sorry,
Gresham and there was another
Ison?
Jack Ison.
Ison.
There's 5 players that are still incoming, young kids that are all top talent, right? Add them to the talent that are emerging on our list already. I think we are genuinely looking at this going, you know what? And this is just my opinion based on what I'm like seeing externally and this talk about player movement and all that. I am now more leaning towards that we are going to see a rebuild.
If
Nah,
you,
it's not going to be.
I'm telling you now, I am leaning more towards that we're going to see a rebuild in the sense of you're going to see some top talent leave our squad, top like Assad type as well, for instance, right?
I think so, yeah.
All of
I
these
think that's
players,
it,
all of
yeah.
these players within the top 8 to 10 that are paid at our club, none of them are safe. I'm telling you, probably outside of Cripps and Wiedering, then none of them are safe. I think you're going to see a clean out there. You're going to see us bring in some mature talent with some winning culture, some leadership, okay, that are going to be able to help the emerging talent that are either on the list now or coming through to be able to develop quickly. Very quick.
I totally agree with you. In terms of what's going to eventuate. The only thinking I have is I hope they already know their targets in terms of which players and what type of player they're going to acquire, because we need it. It's a necessity.
Well, Graham Wright's been around. He's been around enough now with this season to see. So the type, I agree. I don't think they know who.
Yeah.
I don't think they know who.
I reckon they would have a list.
I think they'd have a list, but
you have to have a list and know, these players
but
have
you wouldn't be
contracts.
locked
But
in
I
one person
but I
now.
also think that list is dependent on what happens with Tom.
First and foremost, we're 4 or 5 weeks out of the season. I'm telling you right now, there's players, coaches.
How come things aren't being leaked then?
Management, don't know. There's
but we're having Silvani and being leaked.
There's stuff, exactly. There's stuff being leaked that which players are going to go, but not players that we're going to acquire. So obviously other teams know that we're
getting rid
you
of
know
players.
what? This player could potentially go. No one
Every
knows
club
who's coming
knows.
in, but everyone knows who could potentially be going out. I find it very interesting.
But it's very. I think, looking at it externally, I think it's very obvious that we have the intention to move players on. I don't think that's not common knowledge to the AFL or to every club.
Who do you think would know first that would happen?
What do you mean?
So do you reckon us as supporters would know that would happen?
I think this is the first year.
Or do you think other clubs would know?
No,
first?
I think this is the first year as supporters. This is the first year that the onus has been on the players.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
More collectively.
Yeah,
This is the
absolutely.
first year in all the years that there has not been more of an onus on coaching than there is players. This is the first year.
You've seen it evolve because it was.
Correct.
But there's a lot more people now that are starting to go, you know what, fuck this, I'm sick of this player.
They've had enough.
I'm sick of this list. They've had more than enough time.
I guarantee you speak to a lot of people, as I have throughout the week, and Carlton supporters do not have an attachment to any player.
No, you can't. And you know what? There's a lot of people.
Bar Crips.
There's a lot of
Crips and
people.
Waiters.
There's a lot of people
they're the
watching.
only two.
They're the only two.
Yeah.
Every other
and
player,
Wiedering out of necessity because there's not that many like him.
the young players at the club, and Waiters and Crips are the only players that fans are attached to, in the sense of someone like a Cowan. We don't want to see a Cowan.
No, you can't leave.
Do you understand
That's
what
right. You signed. But there's a lot of people that will be watching this, and a lot of people that will be listening that I know because I've had these discussions and I've seen this rhetoric and and the commentary from fans and from our football club. Why would these players want to play for a club where their own fans and supporters blast them week in, week out? I'm sorry, okay? If a podcast like this, not even us, or if just fan sentiment in general is not allowing you to perform at your best as someone that gets paid $800,000 a year, see you later.
Go away.
What are you made of mentally if you're letting that sort of external noise affect you to a point where you can't perform to the best ability on game day?
Yep.
I don't want you there. I want players, I want personnel, I want coaches, and I want staff that can not only handle the criticism, but they take it and they run with it. They go, yep, you know what? This is what we're going to fix. Not that we're right. Not that the media is right, not that anyone internally is right, but for fuck me, if this is what is, if the rhetoric around our club is what is derailing our season, that is weak as piss.
No, and you want a playing group and coaching staff that take accountability for their own poor performance.
That's it.
In order to get better.
That's it. I'm sorry. I'm
It doesn't
sick of
happen.
it. I'm over
It
it.
actually doesn't happen.
It was actually really funny. I was watching. It's probably off topic, to be fair. I'm watching Arteta. He had a new player come in recently. No, it wasn't Gyökeres. It was someone else. Can't remember. But he must have had just like a meeting with him, obviously a new player and so on. And he showed him a picture. And he goes to him, "Oh, what do you see?" And he said, "Oh, I see a bunny rabbit." Okay. And he's like, "Oh, but you see a bunny rabbit, but I see a duck." Because it's one of those pictures where it's like,
it could be one.
it could be one or the other.
Optical illusion.
Yeah. And he's like, "I don't care which one you see, okay? all I care about is if every single person in the team sees exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
yeah, it's good,
so
yeah.
it's like the
And you know what
analogy
that
of
thing-
is,
and you
and
know
it
what
could
that
be
thing-
right or wrong, but I don't care. Everyone needs
to
to
be
see
aligned.
aligned and see exactly the same thing.
And you know what?
And
At the end
moment,
of the day,
it's not.
If they're all seeing rabbits and the coach is seeing a duck, no alignment there.
correct.
And I'll tell you who I look to at that point. I look at the players and go, why aren't you seeing a duck?
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah.
You've got one leader that you should be looking to that tells you every single week what you should be doing. If you're not seeing the duck, you're the problem. That is the difference. Right now, they're all seeing rabbits. True?
Absolutely. Bunnies.
That's what they are. They're fucking bunnies at the moment. Anyway, are we doing a preview?
No, just go. Do my thing.
Keep calm. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10.
Not happy, Jen!
We
No
have
holds
thrown.
barred.
We've actually.
Yeah,
Us
Yeah.
in the car, just unleashing and teeing off. This is raw, almost Blues Brothers.
We've thrown podcast etiquette out the window the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to apologise for it. I don't care. I don't care.
And none of us have eaten, so we're hungry as well.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
Go.
Not happy, Dan. The Wiggles. Not them specifically. The Hammer Hall.
Hamer Hall.
Hamer Hall. Venue.
Which one's that one?
Art Centre.
Oh, yeah. Along the Yarra.
Along the Yarra.
Yeah. I've been there before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went there for the Wiggles, as I said at the start of the show. Found our seats. The actual performance of the Wiggles, hats off to him because it was great.
You were dancing.
I had him on the shoulders and I was bopping, but like not bopping, like into it. At one stage, Lauren was trying to talk to me. I was just in the zone. I go, I want to go get a drink and a coffee or whatever. Lauren said she wants something, whatever. Went to the thing. No one working. This is the start of the show. So we found our seats, start of the show, went to the, no one's there. Thinking, how can no one be working?
Was there food there?
There was a tray of popcorn there. Everything looked empty-ish. Anyway, a woman comes. Hey, can I help you? Well,
Whoa.
yeah. It's the start of the show. I go, oh, can I just get a coffee and a Coke or whatever? She goes, oh, I'll check if there's any more beans. I'm thinking, what do you mean? Start of the show. She goes and asks the manager. Oh, I just threw it out.
Huh?
What?
How many people are at this concert?
Oh, I don't know. Like it was full. It was packed.
There'd be
Three
hundreds.
levels. There's three
Yeah,
levels.
Yeah. Probably
There's three
thousands.
levels.
There's probably thousands.
She threw it out. Okay. Then we're there. I said, okay, can I have one of the popcorn? She goes, I go, is that the only, because I was trying to test out whether they were still making more.
Like fresh ones.
So I asked the question, even though it was irrelevant to me because there was one there. I go, are they the only 6 left for the rest of today? She goes, yeah, we're not making any more. Doesn't make sense. I was honestly confused and actually a little bit angry. But then the Wiggles got me out of it because I'm thinking there was 3 shows on that day. The staff have clearly gone, well, this is the last one. Let's just pack it up early so we can go.
Job's not done.
Nah, shit.
Who was on?
I was waiting. What?
Like before?
What do you mean it was on? It was
No,
the
they
Wiggles.
played 3
They're
shows.
back-to-back.
Oh, they had
They
3
went
back
11,
to the... Oh.
1, and 3.
Okay.
That's pretty poor.
No, it is poor.
Yeah.
How can you not have anything available for anyone?
I agree with you this week.
So they literally just did 6 popcorn things. So there was no coffee, couldn't get coffee. The Coke was there. Obviously, there was whatever was in the fridge, so easy. But then the popcorn, if there were 6 people that wanted the popcorn, see you later. If you're the 7th, you're not getting it because they're checked out.
So
They're done.
you won't be back.
I'll be back to watch the Wiggles in December.
Are you actually?
Huh?
Are you actually?
Yeah, just on my own though.
All right, we're done. Before we go, though, Jordan from Mavros. I can confirm that Mavros Studios is Greek. It comes from my mum's maiden name. I'm going to try and
I
pronounce
said his
this,
mum.
which is Mavrothalasitis. Mavrothalasitis. I said that right? Mavrothalasitis.
It's all right. Big boat, small boat.
Mavros is a short name of it, which means black. Dad is Aussie. That's why I look bogan and have an Aussie last name. There you go. So Maverick Studios in Preston.
Yassel.
All right. I think we're playing Sunday next week, so I think we might be in Monday night next week. I'm letting you know now. I'll have to check the fixture, but I think it's a Monday.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, but I think we're
It's
here
Perth.
on Monday because Terry will do the fan cams.
Yeah, well, yeah, have to.
Or we might not show up at all. So anyway, if we see you next week, bye.